let's talk exploration. But first, get rid of pants. Toss pants out of the airlock. Before shipping yourself away from the plague that fosters here in the bubble called humanity, you are looking for a suitable vessel to be your home, work, and inevitably a coffin tomb. Luckily, deciding on an exploration ship is possibly the easiest thing since automatic cocaine injectors became a thing in early 2900s. So you're looking for a ship that will take you places, and not take half of your lifetime to just go to the nearest grocery store, and doesn't run out of gas faster than a coal-rolling Prius. The ship for exploration should be able to go places and return, while at the same time have more capability than a space Swiss Army knife. I'm awake, I'm collecting data. Oh, okay. Well, luckily I'm here to give you questionable life advices on the subject, so take copious amounts of drugs and alcohol, put a loaded BB gun next to your screen, and let's take a look at top 5 ships for exploration in Elite Dangerous. You start the game, and by all accounts a great way to get the starting cash is through exploration. You have a built-in fucking shit scanner already, so the only thing that you really need is a fuel scope. Well, technically yes, you can go with the Sidewinder, but let's say you have a little bit more self-respect. And money. Or rather just simply money. Yes, Hauler is a perfect exploration ship. Well, despite the cargo transportation type name, unless you're American, or morbidly obese person from a different nationality, then the name is correct. Anyways, with less than 2 million credits, well, depending on what you do, maybe even less than 500,000 credits, the 5th furthest jumping ship in the game, before engineering, could make for a rather fully decked out budget explorer. Yes, you will look like a methed out hobo strolling around with your empty shopping cart, but realistically speaking, the only thing separating you from the normal explorer out there with a better ship is that they will have blinged out rubber wheels. So take up Hauler, get exploring right away while the rest of them are just grinding the game. Here's my favorite runabout ship. Well, like a trusty Labrador, Diamondback Explorer boat looks cool with its thrusters and colors, it will have silly antics, and one day it will shit itself and die. The jump range of the ship is only beaten by this list's #1 spot holder. Here's a foreshadowing for you. But the fact is, consider this a dirty little peasant boy named David to the exploration giant Goliaths of the world. 11 jump fuel tank, plenty of internal storage for modules, good looks, and aforementioned massive jump range. Oh, and the second lowest price of this list. What is there not to love? As said, I run this as my travel ship within the borders of the bubble due to how handy it is. Only problem, like the aforementioned defecating Labrador, is the max-size fuel scope that apparently has driven several explorers to murderous rage, and since they're always alone, all they could do in protest is to commit death by autoerotic asphyxiation. Lakon still has not made any public statements about that though. Okay, so number 3 is Krait Phantom. Why? Well, because it's further jumping than Asp Explorer and basically has the same internal capacity. It's like they simply took an Asp Explorer and made a remix of it, but forgot to do the remix. That's Krait Phantom. By all accounts, both ships are good for any exploration venture. Asp Explorer simply was first to the party. It's cheap enough, capable, and has jump range that's worth something. Same with Phantom, but it looks cooler and has these wicked thrusters that look alien, yet they're apparently not alien because developers apparently forgot to mention that in release papers, I think? So why would you pick Asp Explorer over this? I mean, Asp basically at this point is a living meme, always being in front of things like tits on a Twitch cam whore. So instead, you could always go with the understated and internally amazing Krait Phantom. Oh, and also Phantom has a Rubik's Cube at the back. Remind me, how much does it cost? 37 million. What? 37 fucking million. Yes, you can buy a literal fleet of Asp Explorers for that. Happy? Fuck you! Number 2 is Asp Explorer. And the top of the pile is none other than Anaconda, and like the poops that the snake makes, this ship too looks like a yesteryear's miscarriage. Still, like almost all other contestants of today's ugly show, this ship does a thing good, not pretty. Anaconda is current record holder for the longest jumping pilotable ship in the game, largest module storage capacity, largest fuel scoop, largest price even. Also, it is the only ship of today's fugly babies that has a fighter bay too. So yeah, Anaconda's got buns, son. Seriously, my second account has this ship decked out on everything. Every limpet controller, multiple AFMUs, all the scanners and even then some. With Anaconda, it is the ultimate get the fuck out of the bubble ship ever. And while others had to sacrifice something for performance or capability, Anaconda had to toss out the window the parts of this baby that made it a baby. You know, like the ability to walk and turn. That is to say, arms and legs. I mean speed and maneuverability. Whether you plan to move from a system to system, be traveling, exploring, charting the stars, or just farting about like a ripe old wanker drawing dicks into the stellar cartographics, this ship will do it all. These days, that's really the only thing that it's good for anyhow. Oh well. And that's generally the list. And of course, explorers are a weird bunch, so while there might be opinions about a list like this out there, the time it takes for the angry messages to arrive, I probably will be dead. So instead, if you enjoy this list and want to see more, there's actually a companion piece of best combat ship list video out there, so check it out. And more so, if you enjoy my work in general, I appreciate the thanks on Patreon, which makes these kinds of videos possible. But in any case, leave your lists below and toss those pants out there, look, you won't need them.